Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 10:57 in the morning, Colorado time, on the eastern slope. Beautiful day. The sky is so blue, I can't believe it. Let me turn around here, but I don't see a cloud anywhere. Let me double check. Nope, not a cloud in the sky. Continental Divide is covered with snow, all white caps. What's the temperature? Temperature is 40. I believe we're supposed to get up to, they said 43. But this is 11 o'clock in the morning. So, probably more like 53. I'm not sure. It's going to get much warmer. It was warm this morning. I went out early and I had a coat, but I was wearing shorts and kind of some flip-flops. So, beautiful day. Oh, there is snow in the foothills over here. I see that. Just above town, not very far up. There is snow right up there. We're not forecast for snow. There's no forecast for snow. It just shows, that little picture of a sun. For, I don't know, the better part of a week, maybe 10 days. Which doesn't mean anything. I mean, they'll change it within an hour because they don't know. They're just guessing. Kind of busy today. A lot of people running around. What day is it? Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Tuesday. That's a good day. We've got that big Mega Millions jackpot tonight. What is it? 654 million? I don't know. A lot of people will be praying for that one. Boy, it's pretty. Boy, is it pretty out. So our podcast today is a good one. I did a blog on it this morning. Go read the blog. I put it over at johnzager.com. Go to my website, johnzager.com, and then that'll throw you on the main page, and then I think you go over to menu, and if you hit blog, the blog page, it'll come right up. It'll be the top. And the title, it's kind of a good title. It Matters is the title of the podcast today. It Matters. And it's derived from, I finally found this guy's name, Jason Silva. He, I don't know, he's trendy right now. But he talks a lot about existential things, right? So that's intriguing to people. And he talked about it yesterday. It Matters. And he did a good job. He did a good job with it. I was pleased to listen to him. But I like listening to him because he's very articulate and speaks intelligently, does his research. And here's the difference. Here's the key part. He's funded. I know. What does money have to do with anything? But National Geographic sponsors him. And one other big media like National Geographic. I can't remember. He is on the radio right now with Brian, is his name Brian Rose of London Real or something? He has that podcast where he interviews everybody who's anybody in the world. And it's kind of like a big deal if you get on his podcasts over in London. You know, you get invited, and you're a big deal. I don't know. But anyway, he's on that right now. Looks like for an hour, and it says something like an hour and 56 minutes. He's doing pretty good. I've been listening to it before I started this podcast. And I'll go back later on and listen to the second hour. I only listened to the first hour. But the kid almost gets boring with all the big words that he uses. You know, he has a strategy he talks about for attracting listeners to all of his YouTube videos, which are his little short things he does, which are really cool. They're actually very, very good. And then he's got his longer broadcasts on National Geographic, and I wish I could think of the second one. But he comes across as, he cusses F this and F that. He dresses just, kind of in a pair of jeans and a plaid shirt. Unshaven and gruffy. But I got a feeling he might be in another class than that. So this morning I have my thermos cup out, thermos mug, and I've got some half and half coffee going right now. I just made some more coffee this morning. And it's very good. I've been drinking some iced tea with breakfast, but I thought when I came out here to do this, I would probably bring my thermos mug of half and half coffee. So anyway, it matters. It matters. It matters what you do. It matters what you eat. Your diet matters. The work you do matters. Playing with your kids matter. The money you make matters. The career goals you have matter. The friends you have matter. How you get along at work with your colleagues and boss matters. There's a whole bunch of those things you can go on forever and ever with. Things that we do in our life really do matter. And they distinguish who we are. They distinguish who we are. So if you end up getting a DUI, that matters. If you end up getting several DUIs, that really matters. If you do drugs, that matter. If you smoke pot, that matters. Your political persuasion matters today. If you're compassionate, matters. If you're caring, if you're loving, if you're nurturing, all that matters. Right? Or if you're kind of a hypocrite, if you're hard, if you're nasty, if you're difficult, if you push back all the time, if you disagree with everybody, all of that matters, right? Your relationship with your wife or your husband matters. Your belief system in the outdoors and nature, it matters. Your political views matter. Right? So my question is, do we think about what we do, how we feel, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions? Do we think about what matters to us? Or do we just follow the trend? If you're Democrat, do you just do, Democrat things? And you don't process if it matters or not. If you're Republican and if you just do Republican things and you don't process that, does it matter? If you're careless with your money and with your spending, with your household budget, right? Does that matter? Does it matter how you interact with your children? I mean, I understand everybody out there is going, well, sure, of course it does. Well, do you think about that? Do you process that? Are you aware that what you're saying and how you're acting is formulating belief systems and perceptions in those little people that they're going to carry out when they're 57 years old? Does it matter? Are you concerned about the food you eat? Do you buy food that's canned, that's frozen, that's processed, that's not organic? Do you care about the meat and the chicken and the fish and all the chemicals that are in it? Does it matter? What about the work that you do? The type of work that you do. I have a friend, older gentleman, right? As near as I know, and I don't know, he's been a locksmith forever and ever, right? And I've been with him on different jobs. One, because I like him, and I like just going in his company, and, I tease him a lot. But I observe everything that he does, and he doesn't really know it. I'm learning, I'm watching. And, I think about, he hits a tough spot where he has to improvise something with the doors. I don't know, commercial doors. And does it matter if he goes the extra mile to make it right? Not to just, slam, bam, throw it all together, put it in the door latch, and let's get out of here. We get paid the same amount of money. Does it matter? Does it matter to you if you're a good mother? Or do you sometimes kind of reduce the amount of work and just get the job done with the kids and get home and have dinner? Does it matter? Does it matter, you think, to the kids? Do you think the kids pay attention to if you were thorough? Do you think that the kids know if you're being thorough or not? What about being, I don't know, being a good wife or husband? Guess it don't matter. You know, are there times where you do things that are on the line? I don't know what they are. I've never been married, so I don't know what those things are. I really don't. But I watch enough TV and listen to enough radio and read enough where there's probably marginal things that people do in relationships. And my question is, does that matter? Is that an indication that the relationship may be looking at some closure in I don't know, several months, several years down the road? Don't know. Does it matter what you do in a relationship? And do you go the extra mile? What about with your religious beliefs? I've been listening to some broadcasts on the radio about this topic the last few days. And here's what they're talking about, which is kind of an interesting topic. So there's the Bible, right? And do you read the Bible and interpret it so that it will accommodate you and your needs in this current day and age? That's what they've been talking about on the radio for a week now. What do you do? Do you do that? Think about that. Think about that. Or, do you strictly abide by the doctrine of your religion? So when you read the Bible, you have a real clear understanding of, what it's saying. And what are the boundaries? And what can you do and what can you not do? I've been listening to some of these guys, not very much, just for a few minutes here, a few minutes there. And they want to interpret the Bible in their own understanding. This one guy had a whole chart about angels. And when the first angel appeared and how the first angel got here and just went on with this ongoing chart like, this guy just emphatically understands that whole topic, and he's going to tell you exactly how and when this whole thing transpired. I don't know. Does that matter? That guy's influencing somebody out there. Somebody out there is listening to him who, I don't know, believes him. Accepts what he's saying as truth. Does that matter? How much of our lives are about throwing horseshoes? Well, we got it pretty close. Isn't that a half a point? Or if you, I don't know, land on another horseshoe, you get a point. What is it, 3 points for a ringer? Do we approach life as, trying to get it in the ballpark? Trying to live within the boundaries that we think are okay? Or do we actually know? Or do we actually go the extra mile? Or do we actually put in the extra effort? Do we actually care about that person or this person? Are we concerned about the outcome of an event, a situation, an interaction with another individual? Does it matter? Here's what I think. And you guys clearly all have your own conclusions and thoughts, and I respect that. Here's mine. Mine is just real simple. When I was a young boy, I don't know, sometime in my teen years, I remember I had a girlfriend. And we had a little, I don't know, forest along a river near where I lived, right? And she and I would sometimes go there and hike and, just hang out. It was cool. It was kind of quiet. It was a chance to get to know another person, especially the opposite sex, right? And one day, don't all get startled when I say this, we carved our names in a tree. I don't think we killed the tree, but it was Johnny and then a heart and then the other girl, her name underneath that or some crazy thing like that. I think that's how important it matters. My life matters to me. As a young boy, a young man, that was an important event for me with a very important person in my life. And it mattered that those names and those carvings are probably still there in that tree today. Long time. They're probably still there. And when I was putting them in with my knife, I wanted to make sure they weren't going to go anywhere. Because life, to me, was like that. It mattered. It does matter. I've spent, 49 years in psychology, neuroscience, studying people, working with people, helping people, guiding, counseling people, doing therapy. Blah, 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 blah. 49 years. Listen, my career matters as much as those names were carved in that tree. My life, my character, my person, my personality, who I am, how I feel, how I think, how I act, is as important as those names carved in that tree. Well, what would that be? Let me think. 20. So that'd be like 45 years ago? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Roughly 45 years ago, I don't know, give or take, whatever, I carved those names in that tree. That's how important things are. It mattered then, and what I do today matters now. And how I've lived my life matters. Hasn't been all good, hasn't been all bad. Made some mistakes. Sinned a little here, sinned a little there. Being human, right? My value system, my belief system is that what I do matters. I don't think I'm changing the world. I understand that. But I think the stuff I talk about, it matters. So I kind of say to you guys out there, and I kind of know this answer from just working with people for ever and ever. Most people don't stop, slow down long enough, and think about what they're doing or going to do or have done, and if it matters. Most people don't stop to think, does it matter? So I suggest to you guys, today's Tuesday, spend the rest of the week, off and on. A few minutes here, a few minutes there. Maybe in the evening you can sit down, possibly by yourself, and just contemplate your life and does it matter? What you do, what you say, what you think, how you feel about things. And better yet this week, maybe you'll have an opportunity to sit with, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, good friend, someone, and share the conversation about, do we think about what we do and if it matters or not? I'm always open to listening, so I'm going to just leave it with, jzager@gmail.com is my email address. Boy, just get a hold of me and let me know what you come up with. It doesn't matter. This isn't a judgment thing or a right or wrong. It's just, I'm curious. I'm curious about if people think about that, or if they don't, or if this week coming up you will, think about that and process it. Phone number, you can call, you can text, 970-443-5111. Website's johnzager.com. I believe there's a page in there where you can leave comments. Please do. That's a real great place to go. Not enough people go there. And just leave, some general information about, does it matter? And how often do you think about what you do and if it matters or not? Right? Go there. That's probably the best place to go. Because it's private, You're pretty safe there. What a beautiful day, Tuesday. I'm not expecting any weather for foreseeable future. So I hope everybody has a good day. God bless everyone. Take care of one another. And look forward to talking to y'all again real soon. See you. Bye.